Seen throughout the season, Prince Charles, played by Josh O'Connor, drives himself in a lovely Aston Martin DB6 Volante very similar to the real one, which the real Prince bought in 1971. The show car comes from 1968 and is therefore an earlier Mk1, and it is also finished in green rather than the correct Seychelles blue, but still impressively close. Prince Charles still owns the original, which has been converted to run on E85 fuel made in part from bioethanol from wine and cheese byproducts. He's shown here during an appearance in early 2020. Gillian Anderson's Margaret Thatcher is scarily convincing in terms of both accent and facial expressions. Her character's car selection is similarly accurate. The newly installed Prime Minister arrives at Buckingham Palace for her first meeting with the Queen in a Rover P5B, just as the real Thatcher did. The V8-engined Rover had actually been retired for 5 years when Thatcher became Britain's first female PM, but, like her predecessors, she reportedly preferred its staid lines to those of the sleeker, wedgy Rover SD1 that replaced it. Later in the season, the Queen also travels in a prototypical Daimler DS420 limousine. The real royal family had 5 examples delivered between 1970 and 1992. In this scene, Lady Diana Spencer is being brought in the Daimler to visit the royals at Balmoral. Little known outside its native land, the Mini Metro was launched in 1981 under the grandiose tagline, "A British car to beat the world." It didn't. Intended to be a replacement for the original BMC Mini, it used the same combination of a transverse A-series engine with a gearbox that shared its sump oil and subframe mounted independent suspension at both ends. The real Lady Diana Spencer did indeed drive a basic version while working in a nursery in London, which became one of the most photographed cars in the world as the paparazzi obsessively documented her life in the run-up to her wedding to Prince Charles. The Crown's production team have made an impressive effort to find a very similar sunroof-fitted example for actress Emma Corrin to drive, albeit in a slightly darker shade of red. While most heads of state usually only experience cars from the back seat, Queen Elizabeth has always been keen on taking the wheel. She trained as a British Army mechanic and driver during the Second World War and has demonstrated both aptitude and enthusiasm for piloting herself and sometimes other world leaders ever since. Olivia Colman's character is seen driving a LWB Land Rover Series 3 station wagon during a hunting party on the Balmoral estate in Scotland that's finished in an appropriate shade of what the British often refer to, in reference to the nation's favorite hue of gumboot, as welly green. While many viewers of the actual royal visit featured an earlier, and even more stylish, silver Cloud-Eye convertible, these details matter. Even Britain's most resourceful filmmakers often struggle to create convincing period US streetscapes, and so it proves in for the scenes set in the UK.